Alright, I'm here with a brand new pickups video, and I've had some incredible luck here. This has been about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. I've been saying before a lot that yard sales have been terrible, and as I say that, they just got like really good, and I got a ton of great stuff. So, excited to show that to everyone. We'll get to that stuff a little later. I'm going to start out with some flea market and I didn't go to the flea market. I'm going to start off with some pawn shop and Goodwill finds. So, start this off. $2. This was a Glacier Game Boy Advance. Didn't have a back, but $2. This is a pretty good deal. The Glacier's kind of cool color. I don't like the original Game Boy Advance because you can't see anything with the backlight. So, other Goodwill finds of recently have been some Super Nintendo and NES games. I'll start with the NES games because they aren't as good. I believe $2 or $3 a piece for these. I don't remember. Mock Rider, and it came with the Nintendo sleeve, which is part of why it got picked up. Falling out of the Nintendo sleeve here. Oh well, put that back later. The Simpsons Bart versus the World, and it had the sleeve. It just fell out here. Vegas Dream, $2. And Narc, which is a Just Say No campaign game. I don't know what that is. Didn't play that one. I'll have to maybe see what that is because it sounds surprisingly weird. And then the Super Nintendo games were really good. Donkey Kong Country, which I just got this last video, and the one I had was in terrible shape, so this one's going to be replacing that one. I already got rid of that. So, Donkey Kong Country, and this one was really cool. I didn't have this one. Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. And I had never played this one before, and I played it since I got it, and it's actually pretty good. I know a lot of people aren't too crazy about this one, but I think it's a pretty good Donkey Kong Country game. And then, to finish off the Goodwill stuff, just today, which was an extremely good day for garage sailing, but stopped by the Goodwill as well. $5, Donkey Kong Classics. It's in good shape. $5 is a good price. It's a bit steep for a Goodwill, but I'll pay $5 for Donkey Kong Classics. Next was part of I had a good 3-day period. Started on Thursday when I head to the pawn shop. Friday was the in-between day where I got all that stuff at the Goodwill. And then Saturday was really good for garage sales. So, went to the pawn shop. They had a stack of stuff that they hadn't put out yet, and I found this in it for $1.99, Knights of the Old Republic 2, which is a great deal. It's like really good shape. They write on the disc, which drives me crazy, but I got it off pretty well. You can't tell it was ever there. You write on it like permanent markers. You have to use alcohol to scrub that off without scrubbing anything off the disc. But complete, $1.99, and I'm really happy about that one. And then these ones were really good. They have a bunch of DS cases, card-only DS games, like behind a case, and they're just $5 each. They obviously don't know what they have. And they had some 3DS games as well that they just thought were DS games. And this has happened before. For $5, I got Mario Kart 7 a while ago. I already had it, so I had sold it. But happened again with a game I already have. I'll start off. This is one I didn't have. Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy. I was happy to get that. That was $5, and then I bought the case off of eBay. It came with the manual as well, and I thought this was pretty cool. I had some characters in the little holes. I thought that was kind of neat how they did that. But the case was listed for $5 free shipping, and the thing was about to end, and it was a buy it now, and I said make an offer, so I made him an offer of $3, he took it. So for $8, I'm happy to get Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy complete, because this is still like $25 at GameStop, so that's pretty cool. And this one was really cool to see for $5. Card only is Pokemon Y, which I was shocked when I saw that. I was really happy. This is my copy for visual aid because I already had this one and I sold it already on eBay. So that was pretty cool. So I mean, technically, after I sold the Pokemon Y, all this stuff was free, but I'm not going to consider that. And then this one just happened today. These two I got. This one was really, really cool. I've been wanting this game for a while, and it's always been like $40, and I just thought, well, I don't know. But $8, I almost missed it, and my dad was at the pawn shop with me, and he pointed it out because he knew this is one that we both wanted for a while. And it is Tales of Grace's F. This is awesome to get this for only $7.99. Plus everything was 15% off. It's complete. It had some writing right here on the disc. I think I got it off really well. So that's awesome. $8. I was really happy about that. As we were checking out, I saw this for $2, and I picked it up. It's a PS Vita case. I'm not sure. There's like little paint speckles all over this. I'm not sure if it's part of the design, because it looks like it's part of the design, and it doesn't just wash off, and it looks like it goes right on it. Like, it doesn't look like it's painted on. Like, it doesn't have like the texture that it's on top of it, and it doesn't really scrape off. So I would assume that this is how it goes. I'm not sure. I don't think it is, though. But it looks fine. I don't care. My Vita just sits on like the desk in my bedroom with like a glasses cleaning cover over top of it, just so it won't get scratched. But this is much better. This is a really nice case, and it'll keep it protected. And if I ever want to take it on like vacation or something, this will keep it nicely protected. Pretty nice case. It has this little cover. You can't really tell in here because there's no lighting in there, but it has some rooms for game carts, so that's pretty cool. I also had some like Japanese text right here. I'm not sure. Maybe this case was from Japan. I don't know, but that's really cool to get. $2 on that one. Pretty cool. And that's all for the Goodwill stuff that I didn't get. I'm gonna go into some stuff I've started doing recently. Is dumpster diving at GameStop, and I've gotten some pretty decent stuff. Let me go. I've had some of this stuff. Probably should have been in the last pickup, but I forgot I had it, so I'll show it first. Got these neat, like, displays. I don't know how you can be able to see this. Big box display for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which is a really cool game. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but it's in nice shape. There's a little wrinkle here, and there's a little tear there, but it doesn't really matter. So that's pretty cool. That was a good game. I played through that one. And the game I don't have yet, but I probably will get, Yoshi's New Island, a big box for that too. These were just on top of the dumpster. I don't go digging in the dumpster, I just kind of look on what's on top. And what's convenient about my GameStop's dumpster is that it's supposed to be for only only recyclable items. They don't always follow that, but for the most part, it's usually just boxes and posters. There's not really any trash. And it's small, and it's kind of just behind, so no one will see you dumpster diving. So, that's always cool. This one should have been in the last one, too. And this one's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I found let me grab it here. A professional video right here. Xbox One box. I thought, that's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with this quite yet. I don't have an Xbox One. And I would have probably kept the box if I bought it, but I plan on getting an Xbox One someday, probably towards the end of its life cycle. And I'm probably get it used, so this, I guess, will save me the hassle of getting it used and having it in the box. So, might as well just sit on that one. That's pretty neat. This one, let me see what I got here. Got a DualShock 4 box, just because it was there. Maybe someone wants it. Let me see what else. Got some cases. Sadly, some of the cases were destroyed by what I believe to be Mountain Dew because it was green. But some of the stuff came through. Manual for one of those crappy Rabbids games. They had the case and everything in there, but the artwork was destroyed, so I just took the case, but I noticed this manual is fine, so I just kept it. Maybe someone will want it someday. I just like to have a stockpile of manuals. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, which is complete. They just threw the case away. I don't know why they threw this case away, because I was in there today, like, looking at GameStop stuff, and I saw they had this game for, like, $44 used, $44.99 used. I'm not sure why. So I don't know why they would throw away the case on a game that they charge a lot for. I would assume it probably is that expensive because kids buy it. Like, a lot of kids buy it. Like, because Lego Batman for the DS, I've seen, it's, like, really expensive there. So maybe it's just because kids buy it. I'm not sure. And the last one, probably the coolest one, was a really nice case for Okami Den. Complete and everything. It was really nice, and it was just right on top. I don't know why they would throw away the case, probably because it's not... they throw away any DS cases now at this point. But I was really happy to see this one, because Okami Den is a game I've been wanting to get for a while, I just haven't. And the last thing I got two more things here. Or, yeah. 2 Arkham Origins strategy guides with the covers ripped off for some reason, which is unfortunate. I got... One of them had the cover, but they just ripped it off and then threw it away like that. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to tape it on and then just keep it. And then I told my friend, because he has this game, but he hasn't beaten it yet. I told him I'd give him this other one, just because I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. So I guess that was neat. Bummer that the covers were ripped off, though. I'm not sure why they would do that. And the last thing I got here is a PS3 Slim box. Just a box for a PS3 Slim. I don't really like the Slim. It has like that ribbed texture. This has some exclusives on the back. I've never seen this box before, because usually the Slims are bundled with like Last of Us, or I've seen like a Lego Hobbit it's bundled with. There's a bunch of just bundles, and funny enough, it has the exchange sticker on it when they probably bought it. Yeah, because that's the exchange sticker. It's like a bolder print when the thing's new. So for some reason they has the sticker on there, but I didn't even know they had a 12 gigabyte model. Because my PS3 is, I have the, oh, this is a super slim. I have the regular slim. This is like the ribbed slim. I have the regular slim that has a disk drive, not just like a crappy thing that pops over. I have the slim, like, I think 320 gig? I don't remember. And this is just a 12 gig super slim. But box is a box. It was free. So, alright, we're going to go into the garage sale part of this now. Starting off, let me preface this. This was the third day of the really good stuff I got. This was after the Goodwill finds and the pawn shop finds of the Pokemon and stuff. So we were on a roll at this point. We had to go to a wedding. I had to go to a wedding on Sunday, or Saturday. So I couldn't go to the flea market, but we still went out to the garage sales, and I forgot. I asked some dude. I don't have them down right now. They're up there, but this did happen. I asked. We went to the first sale. Asked some dude. He looked probably like he was in college. If he had any games, he said yeah, and he brought out some PS2 games. He had some decent stuff. Star Wars Battlefront 1, which I already have for the Xbox, and it was Player's Choice. A couple sports games, like a couple of just cheaper games. Nothing fantastic. I don't. but I grabbed Spider-Man 2 and Star Wars Battlefront 2. Both were $2 a piece, so $4 for both of those. I was cool with that. Spider-Man. Everyone says Spider-Man 2 is actually a really good game, so I'll check that out. And Star Wars Battlefront 2, I didn't have that, so $2 a piece on those. That's pretty good. And then this is what's really, really good. What I'm coming with here. There's a big box of stuff over here. Spoiler for the rest of the stuff I have in the video. So I'm just going to get into this. We went to a garage sale. They had some kids, and they had a couple, I think DS games possibly. But we asked, do you have any games? And they said, oh yeah, we might have some PlayStation 1 games. And we were like, okay, well, they're good games. I'm cool. Because I love PlayStation 1. So they brought out a big box of stuff. Starting with non-game stuff. For some reason there was some Polk audio speakers, like computer speakers. Don't ask me why. I might actually end up using these for something because they're actually decent speakers. So I guess that was just an added bonus for all that. And this one was kind of cool. There was a was this Jet Black? I think this is Jet Black Game Boy Advance. The screen's okay. There's some nicks in it and stuff, but it's alright. And it is a AGS 101. You can't really tell. But that was cool. This was in there. As well as 2 games, which, one, Sonic Advance 3, which I like Sonic Advance. That's a good game, so I haven't played that one yet. And I've never heard of this game, Sonic Battle. I don't know if it connects to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. But Sonic Battle, I've never heard of this. I played it, and it was like a 3D fighter. It was kind of weird, but I had never heard of it, so that's a cool one to have. And getting the good stuff here, I'll start off with the stuff that's not as amazing. They did have a PS1. had some nice controllers with it as well, so that's cool. They had a PSO&E like white controller, and they had just some of these gray ones. One of these has writing on them. Yeah, that one. And so I had all these, but I had never seen this controller before. This red one. I thought this was kind of cool. And all these controllers are in nice shape, so that's always cool. I already have a bunch of PS1 controllers, so I take my systems usually and just trade them in at the exchange because they don't have the best prices for systems, so they overprice, but they also overpay. So but you have to. The rule is you have to have all the cables in one one first-party controller. So I'll pair one of these up, probably the one with writing up with this one, and just take it to the exchange. But this is in nice shape. Tested it, it works fine. So that's always cool. But the coolest part is right here. This big bag, and inside is a N64 and the Jungle Green, which I'm kind of bummed it's the Jungle Green because I have the Jungle Green already. That's the one I primarily use, so I have the Jungle Green already. So I'm sorry for my shoddy camera work there. That was really poor. Came with the expansion pack. If I can get this off. So that's cool. No games, surprisingly. They didn't know where they were. Gave them my numbers so they could always text me if they had any games that they found. They probably didn't look, I would probably say. But and it came with all the controllers and all the wires and 2 controllers. I'm going to keep this one for my Jungle Green N64. And then this red one, I already have the red one. This one's a shame because the Z button's broken off. So this one's just for parts. Also the stick's pretty bad, but this stick's really nice. It's a really good stick, so I was happy to see all that. $40 for all that. I think that's a pretty good deal. So I was happy. $40 might have been steep for some people, but garage sales are not the biggest thing around here, so $40 is pretty good. Random garage sale find. Some old lady just had Xenosaga 2 and a couple other PS2 games. This was $3. It was nicer shape than my copy. Like this one's in like mint condition almost. So I would do $3 for that, and I sold my other copy and made all my money back already. So that's cool. Let me see where I want to start next. There's one garage sale. $2 for this, which is a Taito Drum Master drum. Doesn't have the sticks. I believe it comes with sticks. It doesn't have the sticks, but that's alright. Cool to have that, only $2. As well, pardon me reaching over here to grab this. I'm just surrounded by stuff. Some Donkey Kong bongos. These were $2 as well. So, 2 for the both of those is pretty alright in my book. Then starting off the today, this is just before I start off today, I almost forgot about these, which is pretty cool. Big stack of Nintendo Power magazines, which I probably have around 20 or so. I've found them at the exchange, like $2 a piece, so I'll buy them. I love to collect Nintendo Powers and just look at them. It's cool. So I got here Earthworm Jim, Secret of Mana, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, which I already have, Illusion of Gaia. Try not to get these people's addresses in it. If I do, I'll cut it out, but I don't think I have. Stunt Race Effects, so that one's Super Street Fighter 2. Mortal Kombat 2. Donkey Kong Country. Don't want to get that person's name in there. Final Fantasy 2. They wrote their first and last name on the whole thing. And Super Mario Bros. 3 Strategy Guide. And these were all free. They just gave them to us. They said they were going to throw them away if no one wanted them, so glad I took them. That was cool. And there was some good issues in there, some good games on the cover, so that's cool. And now I'm going to start off today's finds, because today was pretty good. Started it off, not really into Game Gear. I have one, but I saw this sweet box, and I liked this box, this case. So I had to ask the guy to bring out the games, because, you always have to ask. And like last year I went to garage sales and never found anything, I never asked. But this is kind of sweet case. Game Gear does not work, which I guess is to be expected. But the Game Gear doesn't work, which is kind of a shame. It has the back, so I'll probably take the back off and then just sell it for parts. So, got some games. World Series Baseball, which is literally worth a penny if you look it up on price charting. Mortal Kombat. I have Mortal Kombat 2 boxed, so it's cool to have that one. T2, Terminator 2, that's pretty cool to have. And Sonic 2, which is garbage. I hate that game on the Genesis. I mean, not on the Genesis. I love the Genesis one. I hate the game on the Game Gear. It's terrible. Chess Master. And then it has like a little strap so you can look like an idiot carrying this thing around. And, the Chess Master manual as well as the manual for the Game Gear. So, I bought it for the case alone, and then something ironic happened later that I will get around to. So that was all cool. That was 15 bucks. A little steep, and I kind of regret it after finding out the system doesn't work. But I can still probably sell it for parts, and the case is cool. So, I want to leave the really good one for last, because this one's unreal. I guess I'll go to this. This was just $2. My dad wanted a pinball game. He was with me at this morning. He wanted a pinball game, and I was actually playing around with this. It wasn't bad. This looks kind of like a 3DS like cover side. It was obviously kind of, you know, low budget Wii game, but it's actually kind of a fun pinball game. I probably played around with it for like 15 minutes. It was kind of neat. And so I roll up to this garage sale with my dad, and I guess he knew the guy from like high school, and the guy liked him. So they were talking, and I got this stuff. This had $5 on it, and of course, the day I never saw a Game Gear case like this, I now have 2 of them. This was $5, but then he gave it to us for $4 because he liked my dad or something. I don't know. This one's kind of neat. This Game Gear did work, but it doesn't have sound. I don't know how to fix that. So, great luck with Game Gears today. Nice shape. I came with only 2 games, but they're both in the case. Spider-Man: Return of the Sinister Six, which maybe is cool. I like Spider-Man, so I'll have to check that out. And Mortal Kombat. Another Mortal Kombat. And then, manuals? I also had Sonic 2 in it. Yeah, right here, Sonic 2. So I have another copy of that garbage game. Spider-Man and Sonic 2 had their manuals, so that's cool. As well as he just gave these us. He had a big box of games. I got really excited because I saw a big box of PS2 games that had some cartridge games in it, and I was like, yeah, this is great. And literally every title was a sports game, and that was a big bummer. But he gave us these 2 for free, Madden 64 and Quarterback Club. And their backs are good, so I'm going to use them to switch out backs on mine that are not as good. Because the exchange is stupid, and they put their labels like right here, and then it goes over, and their stickers are terrible, so it'll just like rip off the back, and if you're not careful. So you know, if you ever buy card-only games, there, I'm pretty much done buying card-only games except from garage sales, because I love collecting boxed games. Box collecting's great. It's expensive though, but yeah, I think I'm about done just buying card-only games. So that's not going to really happen. Getting into the last stuff. This was middle of the day, so it happened before the second Game Gear of the day, and but after the first Game Gear of the day. Did I only really get Game Gears? Yeah. But walk up to the sale. I see this just sitting on the table for $5. It says right on it, works. PM, I don't know what that means, but I tested it, and it does not work, but it has all the cables, and I usually pay like $2 for cables anyway, each, so I guess $2 for cables, and then $1 for a non-functioning system is about fair, so I'm not going to complain, I don't care. But this, literally, was insane, this right here. So my dad points down, and we see this big stack right here. They had games on it just like this, and we're like, whoa. We look at it, and my dad just picks it up like this and takes it over to the lady, says, how much do you want for this? And I was hoping she wouldn't ask more than like $50 because I love a box Super Nintendo, but that's I only had like $60 on us, like combined. So she says, "Oh, I think there's a price on there," and lifts up this game, and it literally says $5 for this box Super Nintendo. And looking at the system's immaculate. I'm replacing mine with this one. Came with all the cables. And it's this really nice system. Looks great. I'm totally replacing mine with that, and that is awesome. It also came with some games. And first off, the Adventures. Let me see what's this called. The Adventures of Dr. Franken. And I had never heard of this game before. And I was playing it earlier, and it's actually not bad. It's an interesting game. It's very odd, but it's not bad. I might do a video about this game because it's kind of interesting. And of course, you gotta have another Donkey Kong Country, so that's cool. And this one is actually kind of funny. It is Super Bowling for the N64. I was caught up in the moment, didn't ask if they had any more games. But Super Bowling is actually a pretty rare game, and it's worth like over $30. I'm not sure why, because I was playing this, and it's terrible. I don't know what Ocean and Koan is, and it's really bad shape. So I think I'm just going to be selling this one. I'm trying to get a complete N64 collection, but this is an awful shape. So this one's probably going up for sale or trade. And I just can't believe this was only $5. Like, that's amazing to me. It supposedly came with Killer Instinct and Killer Cuts music CD, but neither of those were in there. But for $5, fantastic deal. I already have a copy of Killer Instinct, so not that big of a deal. But $5 is amazing for this. This is probably the best find. But it's not actually the best find of the day. Well, actually it was, but this one is kind of cool, I guess. It was at some random sale. I looked in there. They had a big bin of like free toys. Looked inside, found this little Pichu. It was free, so I grabbed it. I don't know. Probably put it just somewhere on my shelf, but I thought it was neat, and it was free, so that's great. And let me look around, make sure I'm not missing anything here. I think I got everything. So yeah, it was really. I think maybe the thing is that I said that garage sales were really good. I mean, really bad, and then they got really good. So I'm going to continue to say garage sales were terrible, and they're nothing. And I also said I don't care about NES games, so I care immensely about NES games. I don't care about DS games. I don't care about box Super Nintendo RPGs. I don't care about the PS2 RPGs. I don't care about RPGs at all. So maybe I just have to work like reverse. But that's all for pickups. I'm going to probably do these every 2 weeks because I'm starting to rake in some stuff. So I'm going to be going to the flea market for Memorial Day because it's a huge event. There's nothing to do in Ohio, so everyone just goes to the flea market like all the time and messes around in Walmart. But so I'll be going there. I don't know, maybe that'll warrant a pickup video depending on how much I get. I kind of have to save my money a little bit because I need to get Mario Kart 8 like the day it comes out. I need that game. But yeah, everything, that was some good finds. I'm not supposed to say that, so there was some terrible finds and they were awful. But I plan on getting some more videos out. I know I say this like at the end of every video. I'd like to get more than just pickup videos, but those take time. My last week of school is the day after Memorial Day. I have like 3 days of exams and then I'm done. So for the year anyway. So then I'll be able to spend the summer working on some videos till I start back up whenever I start back up. So thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video so you know, it can get out there more. And tell me what you've gotten and leave a comment of what you've gotten at pawn shops or Goodwill or at some garage sales. I'd like to hear that kind of thing because sometimes I get pretty jealous. But yep, thanks for watching, and probably hope. Oh yeah, I have a video. I haven't put it out yet. It's like a video of my Wii collection, so I'll probably get that out sometime this week. And that's all. Thanks for watching.